It is Sunday, it is time for the Sunday stroll. This is Rich. Welcome to the Suffolk Crunch. If you've never watched before, hope you enjoy the video. Hit the like, please subscribe and share with your friends. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of more in depth from yesterday's 1-1 draw between Town and Fulham. Firstly, I've got a little bit of a gripe. So against Liverpool, it was the first crowd at Portman Road that was over 30,000. I think I'm correct on that for a Premier League game. So yesterday, how come we were 500 short? Where were the 500 empty seats? Because I didn't see many. If you see any, let me know, because it just left me a little bit baffled when they read the crowd out. Anyway, Town lined up with Aaron Muric in goal, Axel Twanzebe and Leif Davis at fullback, Wolfie and Jacob Greaves, two centre-halves. Calvin Phillips made his Premier League debut in the middle of the park with skipper Sammy Morsey. Hold the camera a little bit further away. Chizodi Agbonne on the right, Smodics on the left, Amari in the 10, Liam Delap leading the line. He was absolutely outstanding. We'll come on to him in a little bit. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty sort of not many surprises in that lineup. Maybe we all thought Jack Clark was going to make his league debut on the left, but he come on a little bit later. What about Jack Clark shorts? Absolutely massive, probably about 3 sizes too big. They're like basketball shorts. But yeah, Town I thought started off quite well. Obviously went ahead in 15 minutes, created by Leif Davis, nicks the ball, drives up the pitch, and then passes into Liam Delap in the middle of the pitch. I mean, if you see his interview on Match of the Day, he said he'd only got one thing in mind there. And if you look and watch, he doesn't actually look at the goal. He's just running at pace away from the goal and then wraps his foot around it. I still think, and they did say last night on Match of the Day, I still think the goalkeeper, Leno, I think he should save it. Does it do him from a little bit of pace? Possibly. But I think when you get 2 hands on it, I think you should be probably saving that. But it was a great moment in the stadium. Obviously Town's first home goal in the Premier League since Darren Bent, all those 22 years ago against Middlesbrough. And that was Town's last time we picked up some points in the Premier League. So it was a great moment. And then for 10 minutes, we were literally all over Fulham like a rash, pressing them high up the pitch, high energy. Delap had another good chance with a header. I didn't know that was such a good chance until I see it last night. I don't think he thinks the ball's coming to him and probably should score, 6-7 yards out of the back post, nods it wide. And then Fulham did creep back into the game a little bit. Good goal from their point of view. The fullback Robinson, good cutback, good finish by Traore. And then Town, we think, yeah, we've let 2 goals in quickly in the last 2 games. We've done that quite well in that moment and just sort of held it out until half time. And then second half, I thought we were outstanding. High energy, high press, not giving Fulham any time on the ball. Morsey was running the game in the middle of the pitch. Calvin Phillips come more into the game. I thought he really grew as we went on. And second half, we didn't create any, I'd say, clear-cut chances. It was like the Amari shot. You think he's going to score when you see him cutting on his left like he did last season several times. The 2 goals against Hull. Good save by Leno. And then, there was a Jack Clark shot that went wide. We had some corners. And it was if there was going to be another goal in the game, I think it was going to be Town. Fulham did have a breakaway where I think it was a shot from the left-hand side that Muric parried away at the near post. But other than that, I don't think they really threatened too much. I mean, Emil Smith-Rowe, how much did he cost from Arsenal? Didn't see him in the game, he got subbed. So against a good Premier League side, I think Town more than held their own and showed that we can definitely compete in this division. Disappointing probably not to get the 3 points, but it's a point on the board. It's the first point back in the Prem. You look at some of them other results, teams down the bottom losing, which I think we'll focus on every week, won't we? These teams like your Southamptons, your Leicesters, Everton, Wolves, these teams, because I think they're going to be in and amongst it with Town. So it's a very embryonic Premier League table. We are sitting third at the minute in it, so not third. Wow, great if we're sitting third. We are sitting 16th, not third, ladies and gentlemen. So all in all, it was a really good day for Town. Good game. I thought it was quite well refereed, actually. A couple of yellow cards for Town. Sammy Morsey picked up his standard yellow. Ali Al-Hamadi late on, but I don't think there was a lot in the game, if I'm honest. And I thought the officials done pretty well. But yeah, let's have a look through the lineup. Muric in goal obviously came in after being not at his best, let's say, at the Etihad. Thought he had a pretty comfortable game. Maybe late on, a couple of decisions he made. His kicks weren't the greatest, but I thought all in all he'd done okay yesterday. Axel Tuanzebe, I don't think Ben Johnson's getting much game time, to be honest, at the minute. If Axel stays fit, thought he was really, really good, and Alex Iwobi didn't get a lot of change out of him. I know their goal did come down that side, but I thought he was pretty steady. Two centre-backs. Greaves is a Rolls-Royce. He will play for England. We will make a lot of money on him if we do resell him on, because I think we got him from Hull for an absolute snip at, what, 15 million was it? But the guy beside him, Luke Wolfenden, got to talk about Wolfie. Probably a few people questioned if he could play in this division, and I think he's shown in the 3 games so far that he's more than capable. Thought he was really, really good yesterday. Thought he's gone under the radar, I think, Wolfie, a little bit. He's obviously under pressure now because we've signed Darragh O'Shea from Burnley, so that might make him raise his performance levels. You know, you've got someone, you know you've got to keep up them levels. But yeah, I thought he was excellent. Luke Wolfenden, 2 in the middle of the pitch. Calvin Phillips, I thought he started pretty slowly, if I'm honest. Just watching where I'm going. I don't want to get run over up here. Started slowly, and then I thought he gradually grew into the game. And I think you see in that second half, he was getting on them balls, winning his tackles. His passing was good, and I think it's a really, really good shift from him. And it's nice to see Calvin back playing football. I think he just needs to play games. If he plays games, I think he's going to get better. Skip alongside him, outstanding Sammy Morsey. See a few people question him whether he could make that step up to the Premier League. Never a doubt in my mind. He's the heartbeat of this team. He's Kieran's eyes on the football pitch, and I think he was absolutely excellent yesterday. Got his booking, but he does manage himself quite well when he's on them yellow cards, even if he picks one up early in the game. So yeah, I think it's one beside him. Who will it be? It'll probably be Phillips for the time being. We could play a 3 possibly in games away from home. I think you could look to shore up the centre of the pitch, because I thought Cajuste, when he come on, I thought he'd done pretty well. He's a big unit, he's athletic. So I think we are pretty well stocked in the middle of the pitch. We've obviously got Mass on the bench now. Jack Taylor didn't even make the squad yesterday. So yeah, it shows we've gone from probably a position that we were a little bit worried about at the start of the season to now being very, very strong in there. So I thought them 2 were excellent. Chidozie Bonnet, I thought he worked hard on the right hand side, showed some good things. He's got a turn of pace, good in the air. Yeah, I thought it was a solid debut from him. Amari in the 10, excellent. I mean, what a player that lad is. You think he's so young. When you've got him at 20, I think Liam Delap at 2021 as your 9 and your 10 in the Premier League, and I thought them 2 players yesterday, probably the best 2 players on the pitch. Yeah, Amari's tricky and he gets them balls hard to shake off, but he works so hard. But then the whole team really yesterday left every drop, didn't they, out on that pitch. There was no one for me gets below, I'd say, an 8. I thought they were all outstanding. Maybe I'm going a little bit too over the top because we've got a result, but I thought they were all outstanding. Sammy Smodix, left hand side, he had one chance, didn't he, when it came off the keeper from the Bonnet header. snatched it a little bit, could have probably hit the target. Don't really like him on that left, if I'm being honest. I don't think that's his best position, but I think now we're pretty strong across them 3 front places. So you'd probably ask Sam and he'd probably say I'll play anywhere. So, and he put in a real good shift. I mean, he absolutely run his socks off until he came off late on. So yeah, good performance by him. Liam Delap up front, man of the match for me. I mean, he's got power, he's got pace, he can dribble, he's good in the air. Scored a goal, which is always good for a 9 to get off the mark. People sort of questioned, didn't they, the fee when he signed at 15 million. I think that's a good bit of business from Town. I think he's one player who's just going to improve, I think, under McKenna by playing more games. Ran himself into the ground. Then the subs came on. Like I say, I thought Jens Kadius looked decent. Jack Clark, love him. Showed what he's all about at that time when he dribbled inside and had that shot on his right foot, which I think is his sort of trademark. If you see quite a few of his goals for Sunderland, drifts in off the left. I thought Ali Al-Hammad, he done well when he came on, put himself about, got a yellow card again, but he continued the good work of Delap. I don't think he's at that level, but he put in a shift, and all in all, it's an excellent building block for Town. It was important yesterday just to take something from the game. I think, I'm not saying we were just all about winning, but we showed the level that we're capable of playing at against a team that's pretty well established, I'd say, in the Premier League. They finished 10th and 13th the last 2 seasons. They've got some good players. Marco Silva's a very good manager, and I think they were probably pretty happy with the point at the end of the day. If there was any team going to win that second half, it was going to be Town. But yeah, I don't think we've done quite enough, if I'm being honest. I don't think we've done quite enough to open them up and create that one big chance that we could have got the 3 points. But it's 2 weeks off now for Town. A lot of players going on international duty, but Kieran will have a lot of them on the grass. It wouldn't surprise me if he probably gets an 11-a-side game in there just to keep them ticking over. And then obviously it's Brighton away, which would be a very, very tough game. They obviously drew at the Emirates yesterday against Arsenal. And then Southampton, who, oh my lord, watching them play out from the back last night, a match of the day, absolute car crash. So 2 games there, and then Villa at home. Not sure if that's on the Saturday night or the Sunday at 2 p.m. yet, because it depends on, I think, kick-off times for Villa in their Champions League games. So that will obviously be sorted. But yeah, brilliant day all round for Town. Off the mark in the Premier League. Showed we're more than capable of competing at this level. Now it's all looking for them first 3 points. But yeah, cheers for watching. Beautiful Sunday. Sun is shining. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Let's get to 2K. We're about 380 away. So let's get there as quick as we can. Anyway, cheers for watching, everybody. Might be a bit sort of sparse on the videos next week with no Town game. If there's any Town news, I'll drop a video out, but time to have a little bit of a rest, and we go again at the Amex in 2 weeks. All the best.